बताइए संजीव.
Yeah, my very simple take from today is that something beautiful is happening. And it's learning through a lot of thought process. It's learning to us being what I would say tomorrow relevant to history. And that's what I really love of this whole exercise. If we can be relevant to history, I think that should be really the biggest prize for us.
But what is that one element of the history that you've started to foresee today?
Yeah, what I'm foreseeing today is that we have to be relevant to the times. Then only you can be a part of history. If you're not relevant to the times, we have a challenge at hand. And that's precisely what every stakeholder in this exercise has to have, be relevant to the time. So when we say history, we are creating history. When we say history, it's a still unknown path for the future. And like what has happened in the last few years, same may happen for some more years. But what is most important is at least we understand what is happening. And when I say something beautiful, it's an understanding. When you understand what is happening, that's the beauty.
And how is relevance to the current time linked to legacy?
Yeah, it's important for us to be relevant. And when I say relevant, I mean relevant as individuals. Not relevant as stakeholders, because when you use the word stakeholder, it's a very large term. But if you find yourself relevant as an individual, then you feel more holistic and you'll be a part of something very beautiful. Because every individual brings in an inner beauty, and that's what we must realize in this whole thing, the inner beauty of every individual.
But one thing which I'm wondering, like relevance of an individual. We only taught that an individual has to be someone, and that someone always creates an identity crisis. So you defining an individual in the larger context of a learning scenario, and you were saying you were talking about something which can become very subjective to every individual. So how do you bring that concept to the table?
Yeah, it's very important. The minute we appreciate individual, we are resolved. So we have to learn to appreciate every individual. Then only you can have them involved.
And you think appreciation is the best way to support learning?
Absolutely. Every baby step of appreciation has to be rewarded.
But then appreciation would require a lot of sensitivity.
Yes. So that's where the whole journey of appreciation starts, sensitivity.
And that's where probably
relevance are part of our journey, which will have us down in history, and it gives you immense satisfaction that you've been part of something beautiful. That's about it.
Thank you, Sandeep ji, for being so sensitive.
No.
But it will also bring you back to the first word relevance.
Okay. देखिए तो.
Now your turn. I said now your turn.
You put it on Google Drive, also the video also